excellent. Hello, my name is DSG Studios and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a What We Know So Far video for the finale of Doctor Who Series 12. Now I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit stumped with this episode. I think there's a lot of stuff that could happen and there's a lot of theories etc that are out there and it's all very exciting, but none of them could be the truth. We've been told to expect a lot of weird stuff and I'll go into some of that later, but I don't have anything that I feel deep down is possible. Or, you know, I feel like I can easily be surprised. So let's talk about where I think the episode is going to continue off from. So from last week, we have the fam completely under attack by Cybermen. They're coming towards them, they've smashed through the door, they've shot at them presumably, and that's the last time we see them. Then there is the Doctor and the Master has just shown up, and it's really cool to see them together because, you know, Spyfall, the best parts of Spyfall Part 2 were their conversations on top of the Alpha Tower. But I only have stuff for the first part of that. I only have a couple of ideas for the first part. One, I think that there's something really weird about that shot and I just don't know what it is. I think it doesn't look right, the fact that they would walk in, fire, but then immediately turn. I think that looks weird to me. I don't know if I can take that kind of screen grab or whatever. They smash through the door and you immediately see them firing. You know, they're firing, which makes sense, but then for some reason, both the bullets, all the bullets that they fire go off in that direction. And then they sort of, well, the light does, and then they turn and continue walking straight. It almost feels like they've kind of put in the blasts to make us feel like we're seeing them being killed. That was one of the big little gripes I think I had by the end of the episode, right, is that I feel like the ending didn't make sense because of that weird shot. And maybe that's just that's really picky, but still. So in one of the trailers they decided to show a shot of them climbing into a vent. I think they're going to escape using a vent. And while they're doing that, they also show a shot in the same trailer of the characters alive, but not all of them. And that is the female character, the one that didn't say much. Her. She's the only one that I don't think appears. So if you had to kill one of the companions, I think I know who I would kill. All of the characters kind of get developed. In Series 11, I really would not care if one of them got killed. But in this series, I feel like by the end of it, maybe if they killed Ryan, I'd be rather frustrated with it. I wouldn't say I'd be sad. I'm not like crying like if Rose, like when Rose left, but I would be quite sad. I think that he would be a good one to kill off. Yaz as well, and maybe even having Graham's cancer come back would be a very strange turn, but maybe like a shocking revelation for the end of the series. Yaz has had a lot of stuff about her being a Cyberman because of her character growing further away from the Doctor, becoming more reckless, etc. It's possible, but I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. I can't pinpoint what will happen. Like I can't go, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to bet on. I can't bet on anything because I don't feel like that will happen, but I don't know whether that will happen. And you know, anything can really happen. It's a very strange place to be. At one point in that really cool trailer, we see Ryan take up arms and start trying to shoot something, maybe Cybermen. Maybe this could lead to his death. Also, do you remember those pictures that were taken many months ago, maybe even a year ago, when they started showing you Cybermen but they had them covered so that people wouldn't see them? They look like different versions of the Cyberman. So I don't think they're Cyber Warriors, I think they're actually a different version, maybe a lower upgraded version. Lower, well, be downgraded, wouldn't it? Okay, then we come on to Brandon, who... Brandon? Is that his name? His weird sections during the episode that don't make any sense, but I hope they make sense next week, and they probably will. So there's a lot of rumours going around about what he is. First Time Lord, the Lone Cyberman, a couple of things, which is what I originally thought, but then it kept going and I was surprised. Maybe Jack's family due to the whole waking up thing. Look, there's plenty of theories and I don't want to spend time trying to work out an entire video about this kind of thing because somebody's already done it for me and I would like be kind of recycling to a degree the stuff that they say. Philip Hawkins is an awesome YouTuber and he has created a video talking about 5 theories about who this Brandon guy could be. For me, I feel like I've kind of narrowed it down to 2, so I think he's either a descendant of Jack, but that timeline would not make any sense. But he has the same kind of but he has the same kind of like power as he does, so that would make sense. Or he could be a Time Lord, and I just think he's a Time Lord. I don't think he's like special or anywhere. I think he's just a Time Lord. Because the thing that they put on him at the end was like a chameleon circuit thing that sort of zaps him a bit like the Human Nature episode, and the David Tennant gets kind of zapped a lot. That was that could maybe be the same kind of thing, but I don't know whether, how, or why that would be used. Like, the powers don't meet regeneration, because if he died, he didn't change, he stayed the same. I don't know whether there's a law or something a bit further into Time Lord mythology that means that originally they didn't, and now, you know, changing is more of a choice. I don't know, but that's just how I feel. Looms, that's not going in. You might be wondering, what is a loom? Well, I believe a loom is a way of birthing more Time Lords. This is an invention that was made by Rassilon, and that'll explain there's pictures inside of Rassilon's tomb that we got earlier. Well, I think it's his tomb, because there's like a grave sort of stone, and the Rassilon symbol. And you were used to birth more Time Lords, because they could not
Smart boy, biology.
Then it was important that they created other life in a different way, and it was with these pods. But these things had deformities, so maybe that could have been the timeless child. Maybe that was the girl. Maybe she has some weird deformity thing. There's also the return of Gat that you see really quickly during the trailer. Here is the only screenshot, because it flashes in like half a second. And this could mean that we have the return of Ruth's Doctor, because if this is from Gat's time, then maybe this is the same time that Ruth was there, so maybe her version of the Doctor will be somewhere around the corner. I question whether we're going to see Jack during the episode. I do feel like Time Lords, Jack, as much as I want to see him and as much as it makes sense in terms of the whole lone Cyberman thing, whether he will actually turn up is another thing. If you ask me, I'm really looking forward to seeing the entire sort of group together, if they even bring them all together. You know, the Roof Doctor, the Master, Jack. If they bring them all together, then that would be really cool. I have realised that for like 3 weeks I could wear this helmet and I have not worn it once. I can't see a thing, but it's fine. So, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you're new. Tell me your thoughts on what is to come in the next episode. I don't know, and I'm really looking forward to it. Can you even hear me? Probably not. So, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. And I shall see you soon. Goodbye.